Good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Welcome to this new video in which we're going to do a full update on Bitcoin again. The situation luckily is looking a little bit better than yesterday. I mean, yesterday I was still quite conservative in my price targets and quite conservative in what we could do over the course of yesterday. I mean, ultimately price action like this, and if you zoom out on Bitcoin right here, forming a local bottom and getting more bullish momentum, that was always the expectation, right? If you watch my videos, and still at this point of time, look, the major question is that, okay, we're forming a local bottom right here. We got a nice tap on Monday right here at the 84,000 point of control. And generally, the fundamentals, I'm going to call them the fundamentals for Bitcoin, but we should actually refer to them as technicals, I'd argue, are looking pretty good as well, right? So based on that, I would say it is also, after hitting the 30-day rolling VWAP right here, and the first price target around 94,000, it is also most likely that we are going to rally back into 100,000, which is obviously a major psychological resistance level. But then we also have the next fair value gap on the higher time frames. That is not completely true. We actually have one at 97,500 as well, but the big fair value gap there. And we have the yearly rolling VWAP. And a yearly rolling VWAP, of course, is by far the most critical level for Bitcoin to rally into that. At this point of time, like I said, because of the fundamentals around the markets, so then I'm talking about a relatively low volatility index. I'm talking about gold that has not yet broken out. Here you can see the volatility index. And equities that are relatively strong, as you can see right here, even with those bond yield pressures and some other unrest in the world. S&P 500 has been able to hold support right here and has been able to slowly but surely move to the upside as well. So based on those fundamentals, but also based on the general fundamentals for Bitcoin, order book depth is correct again. We had a bit of a call skew yesterday, but that has gone back to neutral. But the funding rates were quite negative. We have some buying going on with the futures right here, with Binance buying actually leading, which is quite ironic if you remember that Binance was the key exchange, or at least users on Binance were the key seller behind the sell-off we had in the middle of November. But based on that, and also the Coinbase Bitcoin premium that at this point of time is slowly but surely getting into a stronger premium, as you can see right here. Based on that, in combination with the fundamentals, I would say we are still forming a local bottom, and I think we can still rally into 100,000. The trick, or at least the difficulty in predicting Bitcoin at this point of time, is first of all, keeping an eye on the fundamentals, right? We actually do need to watch fundamental development. So then we're talking about interest rate cut probabilities for the meeting we have next week. We're talking about just in general news coming out, right? So yesterday we had some crypto specific bullish news coming out with the Vanguard news, for example. But other news relating to crypto, but also relating to the general financial markets. We'll have to keep an eye on that to see if that can turn it around. And then outside of that, on the lower time frames, the big question now also is, we hit the 30-day rolling VWAP. Can we expect some sort of a pullback? And at the moment, I would say yes. Again, with the move we had yesterday, it was a strong move. There was quite a lot of volume behind it. But again, we left so many imbalances that, we might not fill all of them. It's going to be hard to fill all of them. But now we have a low volume move into a strong resistance level right here at the 30-day rolling VWAP with bearish divergences, with quite a lot of leverage. You can see hopefully down here, this little chart here at the bottom left, that's open interest. That's rallying quite a lot. Now, it's a lot of coin margin to open interest, which is better open interest to have. If you look at the stable coin margin to open interest is actually quite low, so that's a good thing. But ultimately that, in combination with those other things I just mentioned, does make it more likely to me that we are first going to pull back into that area at 89,000, and then it's key that we're going to get a strong reaction there. But I would say, based on those fundamentals we spoke about earlier, that we will be able to get a good reaction there. Maybe some stability, but then ultimately a move into our main price target at 100,000. Those are my thoughts for now. I'll definitely keep you updated on the fundamentals, on the technical developments for Bitcoin. So make sure to keep an eye on the channel for that. But for now, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Take care and bye.